Well, welcome everyone to season 16 for eSeniors. I've put up that screen for long enough. Let's just look. You can look at my little face now. Welcome. So we're ready for season 16. Are you ready? I know there's not anybody but eSeniors guys watching. So, oh, wait a second. I gotta get rid of my volume here. So yeah, I had echoing in my speakers. So welcome to the season 16 of GT3 World Championships with eSeniors. And so I thought I'd start the new year. Welcome, new year also. So are you ready to race, you guys? Are you ready to race? So I thought I'd start with a little thing that I'm going to try and do before Saturday's race, and maybe even before Monday's race, is do a hot lap with a fast lap from either qualification on Mondays, or in this case, I'm going to use one from last year for Barcelona, our first race of the season. And the championship race is Saturday, January 11th, 2025. Can you believe it? 2025. We're already a quarter of the way through the next century. And all of us here at eSeniors know the word century because we're half a century old at least. Yeah. But remember, simulation racing is a sport. So that makes us what, guys? That makes us athletes. So anyway, welcome to 2025 and welcome to my broadcast. My name is Mike Molesky, if you don't know that already. So what I said I would do this year is show some fast laps from some of our own racers. And what I did, what I might do is qualification laps from the sprints. If I have a replay, I might be broadcasting that this year. Big news. Krister's back. And Krister's going to be doing the Saturday races again with his wonderful broadcast and all his great graphics, etc. And good to see that he's back in the saddle. He's going to maybe race the sprints so that I'll do the sprint broadcasts. So kind of we're back to our old formats. So anyway, getting back to what I'm going to do today. So today I have, and I hope Brian Murray is one of my biggest followers. So I thought I'd look back at Barcelona, and I have a saved replay of last year's sprint race for Barcelona with Brian Murray. It's actually the race, and he's in the lead, and he is putting in some laps. His laps are 1:44.2 is the lap I'm going to show you. It was his fourth lap of the race. Excuse me. And if you look in his little mirror, I'm going to show you. Okay, let me flip to that now. Hang on. Just hang on. We'll flip to that now. We'll look at his screen. If you look in his rear view mirror, he was followed by Steve Young in another Mustang for this whole race. It was a classic race, if you may remember. Murray was a top qualifier, and Steve was behind him the whole race, within a second for the whole race until the last 2 or 3 laps where I forget what happened to Steve. He made a little mistake, but he was pushed all the way, Brian. And just look at his lap times were 144.2, 144.3, 144.3, 144.2, 144.4, 144.4, 144.4, 144.3. He just little light off. I think it happened. Steve fell away on lap 12, and he started laying up a little bit and had 145s for the rest of the race. But anyway, so let's just get into it right now. We'll watch his. We'll watch his. Why am I not seeing this in the stream? Hold on here. Why is the stream not looking there? Oh, there we go. Stream is okay. Sorry, I thought the stream was wrong. It's not. Second thing I'll mention to you before we start is I'm back into using my triple screens here. So a hardware little note. As you probably remember, I was having trouble with it being stable. So what I did over the holidays, I bought a cooler for my CPU, and it looked like I was running up to the temperature limit of my CPU, and that's what was making things unstable, I think. So if this broadcast works all the way through, that's part of the whole reason. I also upgraded to Windows 11 a couple of days ago. So I have a feeling my instabilities are all caused by my CPU getting near its limit of temperature. Sorry. So the cooler made a big difference. It only cost me like $150 American for that, and that seemed to have solved the problem, guys. All right, so let's just get right into it now. Where am I here? Let's just go, and we will start the lap. Here we go. So we are on board, as I said, with Mr. Murray. Here we go, right past the start-finish line, coming up to the first corner. Again, this is Barcelona. Barcelona is our first. Look at how he takes the whole track here for that first corner. It's a little S curve. He does not go over that curve. A lot of people cut that corner, as you know. I'm going to go through this first lap full speed, and we'll go through it again and maybe try and stop and find his braking points. I don't have the, as you notice, I don't, anyway, I'll get to that later. And here he comes around this corner, nicely done, just holds off on the throttle a little bit, stays right on the apex. And this is a hard left. This is where a lot of people make a little bit of a mistake. If Barcelona's not that difficult to track, that's one corner where you can make a mistake, and you really got to get on that one right, because this is high-speed corners all the way, including this one coming up. All you have to do is lift just a little bit, no brake usually, just lift, hand fast on the throttle as fast as you can. And the second place you can make a good pass is right on this one. A hard left, hard left into a long double corner, really slow on this one. And then this one is a little bit, just lift, back on the power, lift again, maybe a touch of brake. And coming into the final few corners, really hard right, cut that corner, just touch that curb just like he did, like that. And now just come into this one slower than you think, so you can hit the throttle right at the apex. Now you're into the last corner, full throttle, and away you go back to the finish line. And look at his numbers there, 144 point something. I am going to now attempt to find. So what was I going to say there? There's that one corner he didn't hit the curb. Or some people do that. I'm going to try and find his braking points now. Oh, I'm going to back up. Just let me stop that again. Back up, and we'll get to full speed. And let's just see if we can find his braking point. I'll slow down a little bit here. And when does he brake? You know what? I'm going to change the camera to this view, I think, because we should be able to see us dip when he hits. This is a camera view, I believe. He should dip when he hits the brake. Let's see if that's the case. No, I didn't do it. And I know you guys say I should be able to. Let me get out of here now. Oop, get to the other camera. Some guys say I don't have the widget. I can't seem to get the widget, and somebody gave me a hint, but it didn't work last time. If somebody has a hint on replay, how do I get the widget so we can see his braking, give me a call. Just check. Oh, we have 6 people watching. Who are watching already? Don't you guys have anything better to do on what day is it today anyway? A Wednesday. New Year's Day 2025, and I already have 6 people watching. Say hello. Brewhop, who is that? I'm not sure who that is. Brewhop. Anyway, while you're on, if you want to ask a question, go ahead. And for something for me to do. But anyway, I'm going to go just at not half speed, maybe is the one that has the... That was his braking point right around there, I think. Let off on the throttle anyway. Let's just go here. And this is the corner I'm saying. See, he cut the curb there, and a lot of people cut this curb. You can do that. He isn't a Mustang, if you haven't noticed. And here he is just going to probably lift on the throttle right there. You lift as you're going around the... No brake, just lift, and then hit the throttle there again. Now we can go, and let's see if we can find his other braking point. And it should be right around past here. Right about there, probably. Maybe a little bit later. He's off the throttle at least. All right, he's brake. And let's see where he hits the throttle again. Right about there. And away we go. I'm going to speed it up. Let's find his braking point here. Right there. That's his braking point. Get that apex. Very important to get that apex, because this next few corners are pretty much flat out. Right here you're going to hit the brake a little bit. So actually this is the one that's important in terms of the long high speed corners. So this one, obviously you get to hit that curb, use the whole track. You can hit this curb, and he's going to. Look at that, the Mustang barely moves. And here you're just going to lift on the throttle a little bit if you're really lucky and have a great, see, he lifted just slightly before you get to the corner. I should be able to get on the throttle right here. There he goes. This is all high-speed stuff, so the entry to these few corners is very important. This is the braking point where you can under brake somebody. His braking point was a little bit past the 100 meter mark, I think. And yeah, there's a lot of people can outbrake each other right here. This is a big passing spot, big time. And here we are going to only lay up on the throttle just a little bit. It's important not to overspeed in this corner. Just lay up on the throttle. It's important to figure out where to hit the throttle. You can hit it earlier than you think. Right about there is where he's starting to increase the throttle. My braking point here is just when I can see the curb right there. You can just see the curb coming up over the horizon, and then just kiss that curb. Kiss the next curb. All the track use, get in here slower than you think so you can hit the throttle early here. Just kiss this curb. Now it's full throttle all the way to the start finish line. And again, Mr. Murray here was Mr. Murray. I'll just show you how close. Where is he? That is how close Steve Young, I believe it. Oh no, sorry, I said Steve Young. Sorry, it was Saunders that was right behind him. Sorry, John. It was Saunders. Let's go full speed here for a little bit. This is how Brian spent the whole race. He was half a second or less behind John the whole time. Look at that. Can you believe that? The whole race. Both in Mustangs. Brian must have needed a... Hi, Bruce. Oh, hi, Bruce. Now I know who you are. Oh, that makes sense. That's Bruce Hopkins. Anyway, that's our hot lap for today. Let me go back to looking at me. So that's our hot lap for today, and we'll try and do this every week so people can get our own little lap, our own little hints on how to approach the race during the week. Let's, if you can see on the screen, well, you can't anymore. Doesn't matter. If you have any suggestions, please put some in the comments or DM me directly. Especially, how do I get the braking and acceleration widget on the screen during replays? I thought I had it. You can do it for your own car. Let's just check that out right now. Hold on, guys. Where am I? I'm gonna check that out while we sit here. Oh, I'm not in this race. That's why I don't have it. But anyway, I have a feeling if you'd use a replay on your own car, you can do it, but you can't do it for when you're watching somebody else. Anyway, that's it for today. I will be anxiously awaiting the start of season 16. Can you believe it? We've been doing this for 16 seasons. And 2025 is going to be a lot of fun because we're getting ACC Evo. So we're going to have to see what Evo brings. At least it's going to be bringing some new, fresh content for us to race with. Maybe not race in a league with it initially, but we'll certainly have some fun racing in it for our own enjoyment with some new cars. And I'm sure eSeniors will be putting up a server so we can have fun with each other. Anyway, I'll sign off for now. It's Mike Molesky with GT3 eSeniors World Championships. Bye for now.